Good afternoon. I would like to begin by welcoming the Chief Secretary of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, the Honorable K.K. Chan, the Deputy Director of the Liaison Office of the Central People's Government in Hong Kong, Ms. Lu Xinning, Deputy Commissioner of the Office of the Ministry of the Foreign Affairs of the People's Republics of China in Hong Kong, Mr. Yang Yirui, the Undersecretary for the Financial Services and the Treasury of the Hong Kong government, Mr. Joseph Chan, the former Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Thailand, the Secretary General of the Asian Peace and Reconciliation Council, His Excellency Ambassador Sihasak. Honored guests, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. At this point, I would also like to pay a special tribute to the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, the Honorable John Lee, and the Director of the Liaison Office of the Central People's Government in Hong Kong, Mr. Zhang Yanxiong, who cannot join us today in person due to other unavoidable commitments, but who have recorded their messages, which will be shown shortly via a video link. And finally, I would also like to thank the Sino Group for their generosity in sponsoring today's venue, and the Hong Kong ASEAN Foundation for being a supporting partner. Hong Kong has a long history of being a free port, which strives on trade through an open door policy that enable us to become one of the world's largest trading economies and an international financial and commercial centers serving China, the Asia-Pacific region, and the rest of the world. However, despite this rich history, it seems that over recent years, many people outside of Hong Kong have been having serious doubts about our future and our ability to continue to make valuable contribution within the international community. That was brought about by the international travel restrictions imposed by the pandemic, which resulted in our enforced absence from the international stage. And also, in 2019, we went through a period of social unrest, which along with the subsequent restoration of law and order attracted sometimes unfair, unbalanced, but certainly continuous and negative international media coverage. I know from personal experience that this combination left many people across the international community, particularly those not necessarily well-informed, with the view that Hong Kong was somehow losing its relevance and that any change was probably for the worse. I think everyone here today, and indeed an increasing number of our international friends and partners, will agree that this is simply not the case. However, it has only been in recent months, with the lifting of the travel restriction, that visitors have been able to return for the first time in 3 years and see for themselves the significant progress and development that has been made in many important areas. Despite the pandemic, and in the eyes of many observers, we are re-emerging onto the world stage, stronger and better than before. Our success is a reflection of the one country, two system framework, which provide us with a unique, valuable, and very distinct advantage. Now, however, From my personal experience, this is also a system that many international observers have very difficulty understanding, comprehend, partly because there is no other benchmarks to judge us against. But for those who have first-hand experience here, the system does work and continue to work very well. President Xi's continued commitment to the one country, two system is also an indictment of the importance of the central government places on the unique role that Hong Kong has always played and will continue to play. As the gateway to international community, the system will continue to provide many major opportunities and benefits for the global community. Our status as an international financial center enable us act as an offshore center to service our hinterland of the some 1.4 billion people and meet the needs of the Chinese firms. But on the other hand, we are also serving business interests across the region and the broader international community. In the financial services sector, our IPOs and the bond market continue to do well, and the developments in the virtual assets, the central bank digital currency, and the Web3 continue to create new opportunities. We have been working tirelessly to develop our offshore renminbi business with a view to fostering RMB internationalization. We continue to provide our international partners with a range of products and services which enable them to access the mainland market and other regional markets through a secure, robust, and respected common law system. We are very fortunate this afternoon with us very respected and extremely accomplished guest speakers and panelists who will share their views, these and other matters. Over recent years, we have been consistently developing our connectivity as an international hub in a variety of areas, and it is important to remember that all of our success and progress is a result of a history of long-term collaboration. As the regional logistic hub, we have the advantage of interconnected air, sea, and road transportation, which provides flexibility in moving goods from one corner of the world to another. Security, transparency, efficiency, speed, and connectivity have resulted in more logistics service providers setting up regional distribution centers. As an aviation hub, we are perfectly placed and have all of Asia's key markets within a 4-hour flight radius. Travel a further 1 hour and we can cover almost half of the world's population. Hong Kong Shipping Registry is the 4th largest in the world in terms of the gross tonnage, with over 150 years of experience in ship registration, inspection, and survey. A Hong Kong registered vessel complies with international standards, including safety and protection of the marine environment. We are making strong progress in a range of areas from life sciences, healthcare, biotechnology, pharmaceuticals, and medical devices. And also in the areas of information and communication technology, intellectual property, trading, philanthropy, insurance, Web3, and the metaverse. We are also increasingly attractive location as a wealth management hub, offering a complete suite of services to support family offices. As a legal hub, we were ranked the third most preferred location for arbitrations globally in 2021. To me, these examples provide clear evidence of the functionality embedded in our one country, two system framework. As chairman of M+ Museum, I met many museum directors from some of the world's most highly regarded institutions and other important influencers who travel here to attend an extensive range of public and private events in March. I was overwhelmed by the feedback I received, which was a massive vote of confidence in Hong Kong and a strong endorsement of our role as the major hub in Asia. I have no doubt these people will convey similar messages to their friends and colleagues back at their homes. Arts and culture create new and valuable channels for engagement, dialogue, and debate, and have the soft power remove barriers and reduce tensions. Likewise, sport has a vitally important role to play in our future, not only from the perspective of physical health, mental health, and the general well-being of those in our community. Sport strengthens our international connectivity and has the capacity to forge a stronger national identity. We have combined science, medicine, and technology into our elite sports program, but much, much more can be done at the community level to integrate sport. Like sports and arts and culture, sport has the ability to positively portray Hong Kong to the international community. A recent example was the last month's very successful Hong Kong Rugby 7. Teams from 16 countries participated in the men's tournament and 12 countries in the women's tournament. We are delighted to have Dr. Tricia Leahy here today to share her views on the tangible benefits which sport can bring to Hong Kong and its role as a modern and inclusive society. It would be a remiss of me not to mention the Greater Bay Area, creating a potential market of 86 million people. This is a major part of China's implementation of innovation-driven development and commitment to reform and opening up. This is already providing a significant opportunities for Hong Kong and is helping us to focus and redefine our unique attributes, particularly in dealing with the complex but critical matter of alignment. We should also not lose sight of the role we can play in the supply chain as an R&D center and a valuable test market. Likewise, the Belt and Road Initiative is designed to reinvigorate the seamless flow of capital, goods, and services between Asia and the rest of the world. The global pandemic and geopolitical tensions has somewhat slowed progress, but think 20 years ahead and the opportunities and the efficiency of the increased market integration and the greater connectivity. Once again, there are many opportunities arising from Hong Kong on this horizon. Over the recent years, ASEAN has become Hong Kong's second largest merchandise trade partner, and in 2020, re-export of the mainland origin goods to ASEAN through the Hong Kong exceeded 196 billion Hong Kong dollars. We have a strong relationship with ASEAN, and that needs to be sensitively nurtured and maintained, particularly at such a time of the heightened geopolitical tensions. I have no doubt our esteemed speaker, Ambassador Sihasak, will share his view on the potential challenges and the opportunities with us. Finally, I hope this afternoon's exchange of views and discussions will result in further collaboration and commitment, which will enable Hong Kong to play an increasingly important role in the international debate surrounding these topics and other important challenges which we all face as a member of the global community. In essence, our future success will reflect progress through collaboration. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.